What's poppin', everybody? It's a Saber Fighting 4. Got a TCG match with Claydol. Instead of Rhyperior though, we're going back to Groudon, just a more consistent option. This Groudon is from, I don't remember the set, but I think the same set when Charizard EX first came out, Paradox Rift or Obsidian Flames. Or maybe it's the set after that, or after Paradox Rift, I don't remember. But anyway, one of those sets. Used it before. It's just a basic Pokemon along with some other basic Pokemon like Terapagos from Silver Tempest. It's just a more consistent Claydol deck. We got space for more drawing cards and speed cards, which we need. Because Rhyperior, I had some decent matches with it, but I also had a bunch of really terrible matches. You can't even dare call matches, really. As a stage 2, it's just going to be more inconsistent. And it doesn't really, I mean, you got a little bit better HP, but when they kill you in one shot, it's like it doesn't matter. It discards energies when it attacks, but okay, that can help. But if we aim to get 1-hit KOs too, that's a bit redundant. And it protects everybody else on the bench. Okay, so it has some good stuff, but at the same time, if I can't even set up and I brick, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we open up with Terrakion. I got a Bidoof, I got Baltoy, and I got the Tinglu, I think it's called. I don't even remember its name. Fighting legendary Pokemon or something from this era. This regular one is decent, can hit for 220 with no costs. And the drawback doesn't matter because when they hit it, it's likely going to die anyway. 140 HP isn't impressive, no matter what the new kids may think. Now, I'm playing against Terapagos, which is a very, very meta deck now, with Dusknoir and Pidgeot, much different from when I used it. Looks like the final builds have been established, I guess, the most superior ways to run the deck, perhaps. Most annoying way, if you ask me. So this is going to be rough. The Dusknoir is just rough. It really just dissuades me of using anything that's regular Pokemon that's going to evolve into another small Pokemon. Like, using something like Charizard doesn't count. I get some stupid comments from some new kids. Small Pokemon, you run them if you're going to run a big EX like Charizard. You got to run the little Charmander. You can't escape it. If there was a Charmander with 130 HP, we'd be running that. But trying to use regular Pokemon that are just going to evolve into other regular Pokemon or small Pokemon that have less than 130 HP, it's basically free food for Dusknoir. So I can't do much here, unfortunately. That's another thing with our deck. You know, you gotta run Claydol, you can't use supporters, so I can't be as effective as I can be. We didn't really see everything we needed to evolve. I don't need the Super Rod or the Great Catcher right now. Terrakion is likely gonna die, and then, I mean, am I gonna make it happen with Tinglu? I hope not. I hope so. Not I hope not. I hope so. But we'll see. I mean, the Noctiles, broken ass card. I mean, I know I said it was a slow card when I thought about using it in my Terapagos, but that's because I had like the Barrel and because I wasn't using Dusknoir. But if you're gonna run a bunch of Dusknoirs and other stage 2s and then you gotta have the rare candy, then yeah, it becomes broken. If you're gonna run the Pidgeot, then it becomes super broken. It's just a broken ass engine of cards that let you get each piece. You get the Noctile, you get the Pidgeot. You get the Pidgeot, you can get the Dusknoir, sort of thing. It's extremely, extremely broken, man. Extremely broken stuff. So, got the energy. You know, with 130 HP, of course, we're going to be dying in one shot. And now it really is the moment of truth. I gotta promote the Tinglu. I need to see Claydols. I gotta see Claydols. And did I even get enough fighting energies in the discard pile? I mean, Let's see, I'm gonna discard the catcher and I'm gonna discard the energy. We're gonna get a Claydol, but I need a lot more stuff. I'm gonna draw 4 with the barrel, that's decent. Or actually make it 5. I'm gonna put the Terrakion in and I'm gonna put... Do I put an energy since we discarded a bunch? Let me just put 1. I need to see a bunch of shit here. So draw 5. No, we see some bullshit. Bitch. Okay, so I got a Trick and Shoes. I got 1 more shot at this. But we're talking about 1 more card here. It's gotta be like basically Claydol or an Ultra Ball to get Claydol. That's it. So I reveal another Trick and Shoes. We're gonna get it. We can keep going. Fighting energy, no. And pickaxe. Okay, got the Pofin. Useless. Useless shit. Okay, so once again, I will fail to get an attack, and it's already game over if you haven't realized yet. Using such a deck, it's already a massive disadvantage. I mean, if I could at least get a big KO quickly enough, because of the fighting weakness too, that's the one thing we got going for us, then I could have put some pressure. You know, this actually wouldn't be too bad if I could just set up, because we can get a 1-hit KO at least. But because I'm struggling and because, you know, the Dusknoirs, he can just kill anything he wants. If he kills the barrel too, it's already game over. That's my only form of drawing. With that gone, we can't do anything. So there's just so many ways he can screw me over. Like, he doesn't even have to try much. Noctowl gets another double search. Pidgeot, another search. I mean, what does that Noctowl do at the end of the day? It's just another support Pokemon that just facilitates and helps the big EXs. Okay? You know, it has weak ass HP, useless as attack. It just exists for support. You know, they're never gonna give us a good regular ass Pokemon that can compete on a fair level with the rule boxes. Like, I haven't seen it. You guys can tell me what it is. Rhyperior wasn't it. Torterra with 190 HP wasn't it. That Tyranitar came a couple of sets ago too. Stage 2. Hits damage depending on your opponent's bench Pokemon. That didn't do shit either. You guys can tell me which stage 2 it is. Okay, great. So now we lost both of our attackers. So he made that plan in a way that I gotta burn an energy to retreat. I just don't have an attacker. It's just a complete disaster. You cannot compete. Like, maybe if we'd get lucky or something, but you can't compete. Not even on a consistent level, just on an average level. So I gotta put an energy on the active here. We need to see a bunch of things. I can only draw 3 cards. I see the Claydol, but nothing really else. Nest Ball. At this point, I'm gonna run out of attackers too. We just got the Groudons left. I already used the Super Rod. So I wouldn't win this game anyway because we're gonna run out of gas. We haven't done anything. So once again, because I lack a Claydol, because I had to burn an energy on the active, I will fail to make an attack. Again. So I think the only thing to do, I mean, really, is just to put the energies on the Groudon and attack with Baltoy, and just, it's going to be another failed turn. Ah, man, I really just, I'm sick of this. I mean, it's my fault. It's my fault because I keep trying to use these regular ass decks. But is that what the Pokemon company really wants us? They just don't want us to use this shit, and I'm being punished for using their own cards and not just using Dusknoir and Pidgeot. I guess everybody needs to just use Dusknoir and Pidgeot, otherwise we're wrong, according to the new kids. And Charizard too, can't forget about that guy. Gotta use those guys or we're wrong. Oh my god. You know, it's not about these stupid kids, man, arguing me in the comments. It's not about these cards not being like tier 1 meta. I get that not every deck can be meta in tier 1. But the thing is that a couple of formats ago, I could use Groudon with Claydol and have a little bit of success, you know? You build your rogue deck right. That's what a good rogue deck is about. It's not tier 1, but it's built to be efficient enough that it can compete with a lot of the meta decks and surprise opponents, okay? You play off your weaknesses and you just focus on your strengths. But when we got cards like this Dusknoir around, and we got Dragapult EX, and we got, Greninja with a double snipe that's also pretty broken, unless you got Manaphy down because of the low HP of Pokemon. It's just too much for these Pokemon to handle. We don't got anything these guys really have going for them. Nothing. What? In the Sun and Moon era, we had the Shrine of Punishment. It could punish the GXs a little bit. Sword and Shield, we had that Path to the Peak, if I remember right, negating all the Rulebox Pokemon. That rotated out. Been missing that card. That could have at least been something to just maybe slow down and stop these fuckers. Stop maybe Pidgeot at least. Anyway, so I'm gonna lose. There's no way I'm gonna win this game, but I'll go out with a bang at least. I'll search the Groudon. I'll put 3 energies finally on my attacker. We finally make our first real attack of the game. And then we're gonna lose. But I'm gonna put the energies on, go for the switch, kill this dude in one shot, and then he's gonna finish me off, of course. But at least I took 2 prizes. I also took 2 prizes from the Dusknoirs, but that doesn't really matter. I really wish that card didn't exist at all, because it only made things worse. So here goes, final attack. Crappy ass game. At this point, I'm just gonna build like I'm gonna use Charizard again or something, because I'm sick of using Raging Bolt all the time. And you gotta use like a meta deck. You can't use anything non-meta right now. If you don't use the best of the best shit, you can't compete. Same with Frostlass. It was okay when I first built it, but now it just can't handle the Dusknoir. So fuck this shit again, and it's game over. Hope you guys had fun watching me lose spectacularly. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a